What's up, everybody? It's waba, and I'm going to give you like a 1 week update of the trap build I'm playing in the Hardcore Synthesis League. Wow. And I don't know, try to show you kind of a pseudo showcase of its damage, just in case. People who have been watching my stream, they've definitely seen me do Ziri a couple times, and as soon as I get some Uber sets, I'll probably be doing that. I've been running a lot of lab recently. This build has plenty of damage, and yeah, I'm pretty much just going to kind of figure out where I'm going from here exactly. And yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. My Atlas progression has been pretty good. I'm at 144. I've done everything myself. Well, I mean, me and my friend were mapping together. Did a Pit of the Chimera today, but messed up on the completion. Or not Pit of the Chimera, Maze of the Minotaur. I went out to fill up my flask because I didn't see him, and then he died right when I left, so didn't get completion on that. But Atlas progression has been pretty good. Do have a Red Elder, which I'll be doing very soon, but there's some things that I want to figure out with this build moving forward. First off, I want to figure out if Ice Trap is better for single target than Explosive Trap. I have a feeling I'm going to need to, I don't know, tag somebody from GGG to get some clarification, because I really want to know what the damage is on the smaller explosions of Explosive Trap. I think Explosive Trap has an easier time getting the AoE overlap over Ice Trap, but Ice Trap has such high base damage that I don't know. It could go either way. So whatever happens, I'm either going to be using Ice Trap or Explosive Trap. I don't even need to be doing this, so I'm not going to. But the damage is pretty good. As for Trickster and how Trickster really works for me, well, Trickster is pretty good. The only issue that I kind of have with Trickster is that the sustain isn't good enough. Well, the ES sustain isn't good enough. And this build is not really where I want it to be defensively. Now, that's kind of weird to say, considering that I've done so much content. But I'm thinking about switching to Tinker Skin and dropping Weave the Arcane and just going Eldritch Battery Mind Over Matter. This will free up all the points that I have dedicated to mana, which is actually only 5, but then I will also change my Ascendancy from, not Ascendancy, but my Bandit choice from Alira to killing all of them. And I will probably be doing that once I get a 6-link Tinker Skin. So that is that. What else was I going to talk about in this video? Oh yeah, so we already talked about that. Oh, and if I do that, I'll also be dropping, like I said, I'll be dropping Weave the Arcane. And because right now I'm actually not using Harness the Void. I'm going to be using, I'm using Swift Killer, because it actually beats out Harness the Void a little bit. But once I go Eldritch Battery Mind Over Matter, I will definitely be using Swift Killer and Harness the Void. Another thing that I plan on doing once that is the case is, since I'm going Eldritch Battery Mind Over Matter, I'll be able to reserve all of my mana. And once I have all my mana reserved, I'm definitely going to... I don't know if I'm going to be using Hatred and Grace or Hatred and Zealotry. It really, really depends. Let's see, how much mana is this? Yeah, we'll go one more. So yeah, that's about how that goes. Usually I get all of them at the same time, but they didn't pile together. But yeah, so once I go Eldritch Battery Mind Over Matter, I will probably be switching. Well, I don't know which aura I'm going to be using. I don't know if I'm going to be using Grace or Zealotry. My goal is to have 3k ES, about 50. I would like to have like 5,800, close to 6K life. And I would like to have at least 15,000 evasion. That's a pretty tall order, but I think we might be able to manage it. It's definitely going to require... it's going to require a really good Supreme Spike Shield and some other good gear like a Hubris. That's why I keep trying to... Oh, God. That's why I keep trying to do my lab enchant, because I want to get that Hubris to craft it. But as you can see, the damage is pretty solid. In fact, usually I have this in, which I'll go ahead and put on now. And yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I really want to figure out if Ice Trap is comparable to Explosive Trap, and or just which one's better. The only problem that I kind of have with Ice Trap is just the simple fact that you will not have like a corresponding big trap. So I'm probably going to use Ice Trap and Seismic Trap. I still don't have a level 21. I'm level 94. You know, there's some parts of the passive tree that I'm probably going to change. Eventually I'll drop this, I'll drop the strength. You know, there's a lot of points that I could change. But I don't know. Overall, it's going pretty good. My gear isn't really that good for damage, but I don't know. That was that. So yeah, twitch.tv/wapacha. You know, if you want to come, follow. If you have some questions, if you want to try out a build like this. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to switching to Tinkerskin and going Eldritch Battery and Mind Over Matter. I think the sustain that it's going to give me is going to essentially make my I don't know, my survivability a lot higher. Not that it's bad, but I want it to be higher. And then, like I said, once I go Weave the Arcane, or once I drop Weave the Arcane and get Harness the Void and Swift Killer, that's going to be a lot of damage. So yeah, there you go. There's your 1 week update of the Hardcore Synthesis Trickster Trapper build, featuring Explosive Trap / whatever you want. Keep in mind, you could probably do this with Lightning Trap. It just wouldn't be as much damage. That's about it. And you don't have to use Trial Lightless. You could use a Cloak of Defiance. You could probably do some other things, like Cloak of Defiance and Mind Fragments, and then Mind Fragments, Stream Fragments, and then Aziri's Foible. Do that, get a lot of mana. I don't know. Because lastly, I'll say, it may not look like I have a lot of... I'm flatlining right now. It may not look like I have a lot of life, but my effective health pool, counting my ES, let's see, it's 6,800. It's about 8K. So that's pretty good. All right. I'm DC. See you later.